Once, there was a devoted monk who was a great follower of Buddhism principles and had been practicing them for many years. One night, after completing his routine meditation, he was returning to his cottage. The weather was extreme and it was raining heavily. The night was pitch black. With much difficulty, as he walked through a river bank, he stepped on something and it made a squishy sound. It was impossible for him to see what he stepped on. But since he was at a river bank, he imagined that he had stepped on an egg-bearing frog. Taking the life of any living being is prohibited in Buddhism. So this hurt him a lot. With great sorrow, he returned to his cottage. He kept regretting his action for hours, and finally, when he went to sleep, he dreamed of hundreds of frogs gathered around him. They all shouted and blamed him for their lives. In the morning, when he woke up, he was restless. Being terribly upset, he went back to the riverside to see the dead frog, but he could find nothing. He thought that the heavy rain might have washed away the dead frog from the spot. He sat there regretting his last night's action. After hours of deep sorrow, he decided to go back to his cottage. Just then, he stepped again on something. The sound was the same as last night, the squishy one. When he looked at the ground carefully, he noticed it was just an overripe eggplant, and there were so many of them in that area. After pondering for a while, the monk finally realized he must have stepped on one of these eggplants that produced the squishy sound. It was at that moment when his feelings of remorse suddenly disappeared and he came to know for the first time about the power of his own thoughts. So friends, our thoughts are very powerful. What we think determines what we believe. Rewiring our brains and thoughts can positively transform our lives. Mastering our emotions unlocks the ability to positively influence our current and future actions to live a more productive and healthier lifestyle. Positive versus negative thinking is an interesting comparison as it forces us to evaluate our mindset, find meaningful reasons to move forward, and refocus our daily intentions. If we think positively, we will see the world full of positivity. And if we think negatively, the world appears full of negativity. So train your mind to see the good in everything that happens in our life. You may not be able to control every negative event. However, you can control how to react. Dear friends, if you enjoyed the story, please give it a like. And for more such stories, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.